Hey there, it's Jason Elkins with 100 Cups Consulting. Wanted to give you a quick tip on better engagement for your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever profiles you're using to connect with your audience. I've got a good technique that I wanted to share with you. It's something I've been using for years. I've called it Story5P. So the idea is we need to tell better stories. If it's not a story, it's not social. Okay, you can quote me on that. You can tweet that out. We don't log in to Facebook to buy something right now. That's not our point. That's not our purpose when we go there. We're there to interact with friends. We're there to learn things about what's happening. And if we're interested enough in somebody that we're following, we'll check in with them on their business stuff as well. And it's okay to talk about those kinds of things, especially if that's the audience that you've built there. So how do you engage them though? Sometimes we sit in front of our status update screen and we're like, I don't know what to post. So I've been working with customers for years, companies for years, and individuals on kind of refining a better technique for that. One obviously is planning. So let's plan ahead of time what we're going to talk about. But as you're doing your planning and you just want some good prompts and try to remember what to post, I'm going to give you this Story 5P technique. So the 5Ps are people, programs, places, pose questions, and use good photos. So photos are that's the fifth P. And if you think about these things, as an example, if you're going to do people, maybe you want to feature an employee. I've got a great client that's doing that now. They feature specific employees and give shout outs to different employees that are doing great things within the organization. I have other organizations that really are more focused on their customers, so clients, and they'll feature these people on a regular basis. When I talk about programs, what I'm meaning there is like my 100 Cups program. So if you haven't seen that, I'm going to pop up a couple screenshots from that. But that's a program where I go and meet people and just really try to learn about them and see if there's a way that I can help them. The mindset isn't let me close this deal. The mindset is what can I learn about them? Who can I connect them with? And if we can do business together, that's fine. If we can't, that's okay too. But I'm selective, but at the same time, I just want to go and learn and then help them reach more of their audience with my social profile. So I'll post something about them there. I've got a great friend that's doing this book of the week. John Morgan is an author, and he's been posting the books that have made the most impact to him on his social media profiles. So you can kind of follow along with that. But the cool thing about John, and I've mentioned this in previous discussions, he's doing this and to lead up to his book. So when he releases his book in January, he's going to have 50 weeks or so of talking about the books that made an impact. So guess what? That the idea there is this book is going to make an impact too. So it's pretty brilliant idea. Maybe you want to feature more of a program like if you're into fitness and that's your audience. I've got a friend that's doing what he calls the Be Healthy Challenge, and he's posting about that. It works great for him. That's a great thing for him to talk about, and it ties into a business process that he's working on right now as well. So Raymond Preston will be watching your Be Healthy Challenge, and hopefully some of us will get inspired and not expired. That would be bad. Anyway. Maybe you are talking about places. So that's the third P. I mentioned places, and I've got some friends that do some travel. There's a group called Blogging Concentrated. My friends Dan and Rachel are actually in New Zealand right now, and it's been really fascinating to see the sights, and they're talking about different things that are happening there and going to different museums and beaches, and it's just been fun to kind of follow along with them. But it's also relevant to their audience because their audience, a lot of those folks are stay-at-home people, and they don't need to be in any particular location. So it ties in really well with their content and the things that they talk about. So it makes sense. Posing questions. This is kind of an old trick, but I would just caution you to make sure that it's legit, at least within the confines of your business. So I used to joke that the best status update ever was cats or dogs. Like you're going to get people passionate on both sides, and they're going to respond to you, and that's going to hopefully engage the algorithm on Facebook. That changes all the time, but hopefully that'll engage that so they see more of your content. So that's something that would be kind of that's kind of more playful and fun, but there might be questions that you could ask. Like maybe you want to do crowdsource type things. So if I have a new product that I want to release in my business, I might post something on Facebook to ask an audience, do you prefer this or that? So you could get kind of crowdsourced information to decide where you're going to go for your business. Or if you're involved in the music business and maybe Amy Grant was at an event that you were at recently, you might post something about Amy Grant and say something like, what's your favorite song? It's like a completely relevant thing, and it will get people engaged. And the last one, and this is really true for all of these potentially, but the last one is continued use of photos. Now, video has been overtaking photo as far as engagement is concerned on Facebook, but here's a little trick or a little tip on photos. Recently, I've been tracking some trends, and a photo gallery that has 10 or 15 photos of an event or something like that will receive a ton of engagement and sometimes beat out a video with the same type of content. So consider that if you've got an event and you're taking pictures maybe of people or of crowd shots or artists, and you post multiple photos, then those photos will actually, each one will get its own individual engagement. So that's something to consider. You can do that with Twitter, and there's systems that you can allow you to do that with Instagram as well. So those ones where the photos are flipping by, right? So you got 15 seconds. It's a way for people to stick around, a way for those folks to stick around a little longer. So these are just some tips. Story5P. I'd love to hear your take on this and see if this is something that you've tried and what's working for you. And I've got some examples that I'm going to be sharing with you as well. So I hope you found this valuable. And this is the type of thing that I'll be talking about in my workshop on Friday on May 15th for the Tennessee Small Business Development Center. That's at Vol State. You can go to my website, 100cups.coffee, and you will find more information about that seminar, and I hope to see you there. We're going to be talking a lot about this, how to build plans, and a whole lot more tips on best engagement with social media that actually works and that can lead to business for you. Thanks. Talk to you soon.